What is up, YouTube? I am back. Just did 2 previous videos. Let me turn this off for a second. And then I got my mom downstairs with the music. Like, seriously, bro? Let me turn this off. And I'm gonna get in the light. I'm super goofy. And I'm super tired right now. So don't judge me if I seem a little ditzy or dingy or whatever the case may be. I'm just tired. I'm trying to work towards getting the heck out of my job because I need to get like out of this because I'm constantly tired all the time. It don't matter how much sleep I get. Well, excuse me, mama. Excuse you. I said excuse you. Nothing. She picks the worst times to want to play music. And then as soon as we ready to play our music, I don't want to hear that. Turn that off. Funny. But yeah, I'm just super tired. This job, I already have issues with keeping energy as it is. So with me having to get up at 4 in the morning or 4:30 in the morning to go to work and work until 3, it's just, it don't work regardless of how much sleep I get, how little sleep I get. If I go to sleep kind of in between, I'm always tired. I never feel like I get enough rest. But that's besides the point. It could also deal with what I'm about to tell to y'all about tonight, which is, no, I didn't get to go see On the Run. I wish, but from what I'm hearing, and hopefully the rumors are true. I need to get my hair done, but hopefully the rumors are true. And we will be getting a new Beyonce album, which of course automatically signals a new Beyonce tour. So my brother was like, hey, just wait and we'll stack that money to the side to go see her for the next tour. So hopefully we're right and she don't make us look stupid. Because I really do want to see Beyonce in concert. That woman is amazing. She's one of the hugest distractions to my life. Her, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Janelle Monáe. Don't turn them on and I'm doing something because I will not get anything done. It just won't happen. I could be cooking. Brianna, you about to burn the house down? Okay, give me another 5 minutes. And 2 hours will go by, the whole house will be being burnt down. And I'll still be sitting there watching Beyonce or whoever else is that I just named. It's bad. But I will say, I went Sunday to go see Chloe and Halle at one of their pop-ups. And it was super fun, you guys. Super fun. I had a good time. I took my brother with me. Y'all know my brother is my concert buddy. I've only been to one concert without him. I'm trying to fix something, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. But I've only been to one concert without my brother. So with that being the case, matter of fact, I need to turn this brightness down. There we go. Bam. So with that being the case, and I think the only time that I did go to a concert without him was Tiana Taylor. But other than that, we going strong. But we went to go see Chloe and Halle, and anybody who knows me and have watched like my videos over the, like, I want to say the past year and a half, 2 years, something like that, knows I'm a huge supporter of Chloe and Halle. I love them. I've been watching them since they were on YouTube. I've known who they are. And it was weird how we found out that they had got signed by Beyonce, what, a year or two ago, something like that. When we found, I think it was 2 years ago. I want to say it was 2 years ago. Because when did Drop come out? I think Drop came out in 2016. And that's when the Sugar Symphony EP came out too. Yeah, 2016. So, yep, because the two of us came out the following year, I want to say. Yep, it did. So, I have to keep my timelines together. So, it was weird how we found out that they finally got signed. Because after seeing their covers on YouTube, the first one I think I saw, Ryan put me up on Chloe and Halle before they ever had an album or anything else. He showed me their cover of I want to say it was Pretty Hurts was the first one I saw. And I watched it and I was like, wow, these girls are crazy, ridiculously talented, and like I could see the potential. Like Chloe was more, I mean, not Chloe. Chloe is like, was past tense, more like the one that's like, hey, I'm in your face, I'm ready, let's go, let's get it cracking. Halle was more like kind of reserved, and you could tell like in the way she was sing and how, I don't want to say she wasn't confident in her voice back then, but like she was just like, oh, I'm over here, okay, girl, let me back you up. I'm just sitting in the cut, chilling, Halle was more like, kind of like, okay, I'm here because this is something me and my sister do, but, girl, I'm kind of not comfortable in these waters. And I just saw so much potential in them. They were so beautiful. I love their locks because eventually I'm going to get me some dreads. I can't wait. But, I thought they were so adorable and so beautiful, and it was a breath of fresh air to see something different from the normal stuff that you usually see girls their age doing on YouTube or Instagram or all of that stuff. It was a breath of fresh air, and I just went crazy. I would share their stuff like crazy, and hey, these girls are talented, watch their videos, all of that. I went crazy. And for a long time I was saying to Ryan, probably like 6 to 8 months before we even got the news that they got signed, I was saying, somebody needs to sign them. Somebody needs to sign them. If you a dummy, if you do not sign these girls, they too ridiculously talented. And I think probably like 4, 5, 6 months later, we found out that Beyonce had scooped them up and signed them. And I was so super duper happy for them because they deserved it. That's what they're destined to do. They're destined to do music and acting and influence young girls and everything. You could just tell it. So when I found out about that, I was on pins and needles just waiting for some music. Just like, oh, we gonna get some original music. This is gonna be sweet. And then Drop came out. Lord, when Drop came out and then the video for Drop came out, I said, oh Lord, I'm so happy my dreams, they came true. And I wore that song and I wore that video out. I wore it out. I couldn't help myself. It was so good. And at the time, Sophie Beam had Skyline out, and I was just listening to, I would just go back and forth. I would go back and forth. And then when Sugar Symphony came out, Ryan bought it before I did. He was well ahead of me. He bought it well before I finally bought it. And I was just listening to it, and I was like, oh my God, this is just amazing. But the track that really made me want to buy Sugar Symphony, it's 3 of them. Drop made me want to buy it. Thunder made me want to buy that EP. And Fall is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. And it's crazy because it's about 2 teenage girls. Fall is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. And then it gave me the melodies of certain parts of the songs was very Willy Wonka-esque. And it was just amazing. So I had to buy the EP. So eventually I bought the EP and I listened to it, and then I heard Lazy Love and Red Lights, and that whole EP is my jam. And so I've been rocking with them before they ever had original music out, me and Ryan. And we just been like hecka supportive of everything they do. So when we found out Beyonce was going on tour, I was like, okay, I'm kind of assuming they're gonna bring Chloe and Halle as an opener, which I don't think they need to be an opener no more. I think they can garner their own audience, even if like they do what they did, have smaller venues. They can do it, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, they later on announced. My mama is rude. She's just really in the Jill Scott mood, but So we found out that Beyonce was going on tour, and then later on, they announced they were going on tour with her. Sorry, my eyes itching. Mama! Jesus Christ, I can't wait till they move out. I cannot wait for them to move out. I'm taking over this house. I'll be living here and I'll own it, and I cannot wait for them to go. Lord, I can't wait. But yeah, so when we found out about that, I was like, oh, that's cute. Too bad I'm not going, because we had already decided to save the money and wait and see what happens with Beyonce. So when they then announced, hey, we're going to be doing pop-up tours, like a few in different cities, and they listed Detroit, I said, oh, it's no way in the world I'm missing this. Because really, I just want to see Chloe and Halle by themselves. And I can't wait till they go on like a full-length tour where they doing a full-length concert. I can't wait for that. I'm going to be so hyped, and I'm going to be so ready, and I'm going to be so right there in the front, and I'm going to be so up, and I'm going to be so turned. I can't wait. So when I found out about that, I was sitting right next to my brother. This is just exactly how it went. I was like, on Instagram, I was like, oh, Chloe and Halle, they do pop-ups. I'm just going through this in my head. I'm like, oh, they gonna do pop-ups. You wanna go to this? You wanna go to this? He was like, what are you talking about? I said, Chloe and Halle gonna be doing their own little shows aside from the On the Run tour, and they gonna be here in August. You wanna go? He was like, what kind of question is that? Of course. So right then and there, I bought the tickets. Boom, done deal. So the day of the concert, I go to work, do my thing at work, whatever. Come home, I get ready to go. Now this is where I messed up. Now where's the envelope? Let me find the envelope. Now, my tickets. The tickets came in this envelope, right? Because I want to do like a little scrapbook collage thing of all the concerts I've went through eventually. And Chloe and Halle is one of those moments where I want to keep these. Even if I go to future shows that they do, I want to keep these and put them up. I got my Janelle Monáe tickets like up there somewhere. So like I was saying, we get home. I'm rushing to get ready because we wanted to get down there because this is a general admissions concert. I'm like, I'm not about to be all the way in the middle. I'm not about to be all the way in the back. I'm about to be right there, so my little sisters in my head can see me. We not gonna be all the way in the back doing one of these, trying to see if we can see her. See them. So we get down there. I rush out the door. Boom. Go to the gas station and pick up a couple things. In the midst of that, I forget I don't have this with me. Now, we're right around the corner from my house, but the problem is can't get in because we have an issue with our locks here. So we couldn't get in the house. So I got back in the car. I was like, Ryan, yo, you gonna hate me. He said, what? I said, I left the tickets for the concert in the car. He said, bruh, really? How do you leave the tickets in the car? So I'm like, I don't know, bruh, but I'm going to have to call mama and them and see if they coming home so we can get in the crib. Because they got the keys to the front door. I don't. And he like, dang, and I ain't got my keys either. So luckily, my parents was coming home. It took them like 10, 15 minutes to get back. Boom. We got in the house, grabbed the envelope, shoved it in my Levi jacket. Boom. And I ran out the door. So, and then Ryan decides at the last minute he wants to change his outfit. Okay. So, we run out the door. We boom, in the car, on the freeway. We get there. We're having fun. It was a very good time. All the people there were really cool for the most part. We were like going back and forth singing Chloe and Halle songs and then singing Beyonce songs. And we were just having a really good time while we were waiting. So then we get in, boom. We having a good time. We turn up. They had, I don't know who the people were that was opening up for them, but they were kind of like DJs or whatever. They did a good job. And so then, 8:30 came. And we like, all right. They kept chanting, like one side of the room just kept chanting, Chloe, Halle, Chloe, Halle. They were like, girl, let's go. So they played a couple more songs, and then next thing we know, Chloe and Halle's like whole little, their names, I call it their logo because they use that a lot, and they use the X a lot for and, even when they writing like captions on Instagram and stuff. So I'm like, okay, they little logo on the backdrop pop up. I'm like, everybody like, girl, it's time to go up. So then they started playing Fa La 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 from the album. And if you don't know what Fa La 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 is, it's an interlude that takes you from Is it Everywhere? I want to say it's Everywhere. It takes you from the song Everywhere into Fake on the album. Yes, I bought the album. I was gonna buy a physical copy of the album at the concert, but they sold out of them, and I was mad. But whatever, that's okay. But I'll get my physical through Amazon, even though I really wanted to have them sign it for me. But you know, whatever. Let me stop being so stupid. But yeah. So they came out to, fa la 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 la, and it was so cute. If you want to see the couple of clips I took, you gotta follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. It's somewhere on my YouTube channel. And it was just so cute. Their outfits were cute. They did like this denim jeans situation hookup. They looked so cute, and they looked very, even though they looked like young women, they still looked tasteful. They didn't look like they were trying too hard to be grown. They weren't trying to look like, slutty, nothing crazy like that. So they just look beautiful, and I've always thought the both of them are very beautiful girls to begin with. Like, Halle has her own unique look, and then Chloe is just gorgeous. They're both just adorable. So they came out, they started their whole little thing, and we just went up. And I don't even know, what was the first track they played? I want to say it was Fake that they went into first. I want to say. But they did quite a few songs. They went between their Sugar... Was it Sugar Symphony? Well, see, okay, here we go. Now, if you bought the album, you know that Drop and Fall from Sugar Symphony EP are also on the end of the Kids Are Alright album. So, that, it's... Both albums contain the songs, but first time any fan of Chloe and Halle have heard it was Sugar Symphony. But they just did a great job. Like, they danced, they sing. You could tell Chloe seemed a little... She was amazing, and she was on, but her voice, she kind of was a little bit more timid with hitting certain notes and pushing herself as hard vocally. And Halle had to kind of step up and, do a little bit more than just her parts to help the show kind of go along, because Chloe was just kind of, I think from the tour and then them doing their own separate shows, it's kind of wearing on, it could wear on both of their vocals a lot. So I think that's what was happening there. But they did a great job. They danced, they sing, they were very humble, very sweet. They started singing Cool People, which that song, the first time I heard it ever, listening to the album just by myself, like kind of just all by myself, listening to it in my headphones, made me cry. I don't know what it is. I think it's just their voices are so beautiful, like always. And it's just like I just love their music IQ and how they arrange their notes and everything. Oh my God, I love them so much. Just talent-wise, they're just ridiculous. But like, the song just does make you emotional. So when they started singing it at the show, and a lady just bust out crying, like tears everywhere. Her whole face was wet, and Halle saw her crying. She was like, "Oh no, don't cry." I was like, "Halle, stop being so cute. Just don't do it. Just act like you don't see her. Don't be so adorable, please." And they just did such an amazing job, and I feel like Halle is stepping into her own, because Halle has always been able to hold her own vocally. She has a very Billie Holiday-esque voice, but she can also do other things with her voice that is just ridiculous. And I think a lot of times people have until recently been putting her back in the background to Chloe, because Chloe is more, I call Chloe Beyonce's long lost daughter, because vocally where Chloe is now at 19 years old is where, and I know the Beehive gonna get mad, I'm not saying Beyonce can't sing, but just sheer talent. Beyonce, when she first came out, her voice wasn't as strong or as heavy as it is now, and it didn't have so much texture and grit and raspiness, and she wasn't She was always great at hitting power notes and growls and all of that stuff. But her voice, if you listen from the Destiny's Child to her current album Lemonade, even to Everything Is Love with her and Jay-Z, her voice has become more and more and more powerful and more heavy and more grown woman over the years. And she makes it a point to always step her game up vocally. And I totally here for her taking her craft that serious to always build upon it all the time. She tops herself. These last 2 albums alone, she's topped herself. Beyonce came out, we thought that was great. Then she came with Lemonade. That was even better. And that is her best album to date. Regardless, argue with me about it. I don't care. But Chloe vocally is where Beyonce is now for the most part. And if Chloe just does what she needs to do, by the time she's Beyonce's age, Beyonce will have been retired. She ain't worried about making music, or maybe she'll make albums and won't tour. But Chloe will be able to eclipse Beyonce vocally. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. They're both crazy vocalists that are super talented. But being 19 and having a voice like Chloe's, where you play Chloe now and you play Beyonce where she was the same age as Chloe, they pale in comparison. Like, Chloe's eating her for breakfast at 19 when Beyonce was 19. I'm just saying. So she's only going to get extremely better. But the thing with that is people slept on Halle for too long and didn't pay attention to Halle can do so many different genres of music if she decides to. She could do R&B. She could do pop. She could do alternative. She could do jazz, definitely, because she has so many different parts to her voices. A lot of her voice, a lot of the harmonies, the riffs, the runs, those high notes, all of that stuff, they both can do those things. But Halle, I'm going to put it like this. Halle can do all the things that Chloe can do. But Chloe cannot do everything that Halle can do. Doesn't make them less talented on either side. But Halle just it's not out of nowhere. She was the underdog. People was sleeping on her. And Halle has now came out of her shell. She's more confident. And I think having to perform more, she's become more confident in her abilities. And now you're just seeing how amazingly vocally talented she is. You're seeing her personality more. It's not always Chloe having to be like, yeah, come on, y'all, sing a song. Get in here with us, Like, it's not always that. Now Halle is more comfortable and out of her shell. And she's just showing you what she can do. And for both of them, I think it's only the beginning. And I can't wait to see what happens next, because I'm super proud of these girls. I'm proud to see 2 beautiful, natural black girls that carry themselves with a lot of respect and a lot of class and a lot of intelligence. Be super freaking talented and not exploit themselves in order for people to take notice. I'm super proud of them. Like, even though I'm 25, I look up to them, because it's just to see kids really living a dream. They're not kids, they're grown women, but to see them two living their dream, it motivates me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna live my dream too. It ain't singing, but I'm gonna live my dream too. And like, I'm just super, super duper proud of them, and I'm glad that Beyonce signed them and gave them an opportunity. But I need her to work a little harder on these girls and push them a little bit more, because, girl, they're the only act that you have putting out music. They're the only ones performing. You need to push them a little bit more. Happy Without Me should have been on the radio. Hello, everywhere. Fake. Cool People could have been on crossover pop radio or something like that. Like, these girls have hits. They have bops, and you're not doing anything with them. You're just sitting on them. Like, girl, no. We know you Queen Bee and you still being Beyonce, but we need you to make sure that Chloe and Halle are able to be the best Chloe and Halle that they can be, because they're already putting the work in. And they already have the talent, but you need to push them. They're too talented to be their album not selling as much as it should. They're too freaking talented. They shouldn't be losing to the Migos at the BET Awards. I'm sorry. They need to be everywhere. You need to have them postered and plastered everywhere. Now, I will say, They do have the Grownish TV show, and they are on Grownish, which, oh my god, I love them on Grownish. They kill me this first season. They had me dead on the floor. But they have so many quotable moments on Grownish, it's not even funny. But she does have them on Grownish. They are getting endorsement deals and ad deals and stuff like that. But my thing is, musically, I feel like that's where they really want to be. And they are super freaking talented. Like, they're very talented actresses, but the music, if they, I feel like for this year debut albums, they have the best debut album. Nobody is touching Chloe and Halle. The Kids Are Alright, regardless of it's kiddie music or whatever you want to call it. They are killing it. They are straight up killing it. You could put it up against anything that came out damn near this year. Maybe, Dirty Computer, they kind of compete neck and neck a little bit with Dirty Computer, but I would have to really analyze that a little bit more. But they put out the best debut album for two teenage girls who wrote, composed, arranged, produced, did everything. Played the instruments. They did have a couple features on the album. No, they had 3. Wait, let me see. They had GoLink. I forgot the other girl name. Fo something. I forgot her name. They had her, and she's dope. And then they had Joey Badass. But other than that, they did everything on their own. And the songs that they have features on, if they decided they didn't want features, they would have been fine. The album is amazing. And you can tell they put so much work, so much effort. Chloe produced her ass off. That girl is a badass producer. Like I said, at 19, she's a badass self-taught producer. She wrote songs. Halle wrote songs. Halle can play instruments. She can play instruments. Their brother is on the album. Halle came in with the fucking harmonies and the riffs and the runs, and so did Chloe. They know how to support each other vocally when they need support in certain spots. They crescendo when they need to. They ascend when they are just some bad girls. I can't say enough about how bad they are. Like, they need to really be more out there musically. We're not talking about just seeing them visibly. We need to see them musically. Because more people need to know about this album. More people need to know Chloe and Halle's name. Whether they listen to the music or not, they need to know their name. They need to be household names. That's just how I feel. But back to the concert. It was a very good show. They put on a very good show. Like I said, they worked very hard. I hope Chloe feels better soon. Even though she may not be like sick, but she's dealing with, she having to be on vocal rest between shows and stuff. That's hard. And touring and doing a show one day and then the next day you performing to a packed out stadium, that's a lot of work and that's a lot of stress on the body and their vocal cords. I hope they're both able to, just have moments where they're not working so hard. And I hope Chloe feels better. I hope they can finish the tour strong, and I can't wait to see them on their own full-length tour. Like, y'all, when that is announced, I'm falling out. I'm going to be falling out. I'm going to post. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be everywhere, and I'm going to be right there front and center to be there to see them on their own tour. I swear to God, and if I do not meet them and get to talk to them for like 2.5 seconds, we're going to have a problem. Because I really love these girls. And Ryan wants to be a musician. He has so many good examples to look to. Chloe and Halle are a great example because they're closer in his age range. He's 17, about to be 18. And I know Halle just turned 18 not too long ago. So him and her kind of right in the same generation. He's in the same generation with both of them. And he gets to see, hey, you can be this young and you can be living your best life. Because they are. In every way, shape, and form. They get to perform and do music and act and sing and be awesome sauce and just wake up and be as awesome as they want to be every day. So I can't wait till they're on tour because they did such a good job and they were so adorable. I can't get over how adorable they are, and they just so mild mannered. They're so intelligent. They're so articulate, and they're just so like it's just crazy to see these two girls, as meek and mild as they come across sometimes, get on stage and just command this audience. And then to see them go on Grownish and be cussing everything and everybody out, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. I'm still dead over the fact that Halle told somebody on Grownish on what the first or second episode that she was gonna beat their ass with a shoebox. I'm still dead. I'm still out on the floor. I still can't get over that. Fucking, oh, we lost track gear so we could go sell that junk. Like, that junk had me dead. Jazz and Sky are hilarious, and I can't wait for that show to come back. But I don't know if they have any more dates where they're just they're performing by themselves. But if they are, and they're coming to your city, go support them girls. Buy tickets if they ain't sold out, because I know our date sold out, and all the dates before us, they sold out. I think ours sold out right at the last minute before, the day of, it sold out. So, like, go support them girls. If you haven't bought The Kids Is Alright, go buy it. What are you doing? Why are you watching me? Go on Amazon, order the album somehow, digital, physical, do something. Go get the album. You need to go get it. You need to go get it. And if they're coming to your town and you're interested and you're curious to see, what the hype is about them, go to the show. It's not that expensive to go to their show right now. Go see them and go see why people go up for Chloe and Halle. And it's not because of Beyonce. It's because those girls are super talented. She was just smart enough to sign them. So, with that being said, y'all, I've rambled long enough. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to eat some dinner and I'm going to get in bed. I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm going to think about Fake playing over it and over and over and over and over in my head, because now I have a coworker who is a huge Chloe and Halle fan. So now we just bouncing Chloe and Halle off each other. And it's just not helping. It's not helping. So I'm going to get out of here, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.